Hello, folks. Welcome to Chapter 3 of my live stream of Final Fantasy 14. Gonna do some more questing here. We gotta go to Green's here over there. There's some creatures we gotta get over there from earlier. If we could see on my hunting log. Gotta get some trickster imps from over there. So, yeah, let's go do this. But today's going to be a short stream. Got to get going here in like 45 minutes. So, should be this road over here. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here Instructor Galford's request to say, thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked her here in the midst of the wreck. Most of the party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. A great shadow towering over me. What in the 12's good grace? An adventurer, please, you must save the hero. Galfred sent you? I am no longer of use here. Pray help the hero in my stead. Away, vile fiend. Away, I say. I defy you. I defy you. Oh, an adventurer. We were ambushed in the midst of the ritual, and then I'm not sure what happened. You were sent to help. I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gordania. The Seed Seers must know of this. Class quest rewards. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged Lancer weapon skill, Piercing Talon, is acquired by completing the Lancer's Guild quest available at level 15. That thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hero languishes alone in the depths. We must help him. He recalls Smith's battle for Spirit Hold Broken. Level Sync is back if you're above the maximum level, it will be synced as follows. Level 13. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone of soul, that it may wake to life. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Whatever are you? Shh, more birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered, the same fate has befallen Edmund Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamo's anomaly is affecting life in the 12's wood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Suave forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there still is hope for the land. We must hold fast to the hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Why? Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlatan innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 full years, isn't it? Already, 5 years, about a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12's woods barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in case the Exile and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. The Sylphs had to go and invite Romney, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do, and in 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ida, look. Hmm. Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Lifeman's stump. We must hurry. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is that the hair is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but the whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget the 12's Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself to his bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sit here to offer the place back to elementals by way of the right returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the Trollswood's eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. But where are my matters? I am Papalimo, and this tactless woman beside me here is Ida. Papalimo and I are surveying the Trollswood together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. All this happened inside Spirit Hold. 12 preserve us. Who is that masked mage, and what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation if I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. The courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Grodani and seek out Meon. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Welcome back, Severin. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tyrant if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you to not tell it for the time being. At least do I make myself clear. So the hearers have made the will to the matter known. It would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made so all you need to do is speak with the Antoine whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. For the second half of your award, I offer you another path to fame and fortune, guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of the various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontran is our guild leave official, or lead mate, throughout the Caroline Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding an knack for her solving challenging problems, and he's eager to make your acquaintance. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion. Look forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend you to take time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings. However, I fear nothing short of mysterious interlopers apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Severin. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young men. Gain now access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests and duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened from under Duty in the main menu. It will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure what to do next, the store makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. The recommendations list displays quests and duties currently available in your area. Highlighting an item in your list will display further information regarding duties such as actions, and location. Recommendations help in finding quick guild and experience or simply confirming if there are any quests and can log targets in the area you might have missed. Impressed by your progress, Mayon wishes to send you on the Branch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl, so I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I will not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Ben Branch Meadows, in the central shrub. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out at Bench Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Ben Branch is also very usefully situated at the rise. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city near the Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy nature in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Ben Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service. Doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Coop Singer should not hesitate to bring his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keith as the head Chocobo Wrangler when you arrive. Leaves of Bent Branch. Gontran is responsible for assigning your leaves at the Caroline Canopy, and is often give you an introduction to the world of lead quests. Mother Mayon has told me much of your endeavors, Severin. Have you considered attempting one of the guild leaves available here at the Adventurers Guild? Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft leaves as for creation of goods, the tasks returned lead quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Ben Branch Meadows and speak with Tierney. She will be happy to set your feet in the path to completing your first lead quest. What shall we do for you this evening? Visitors at our fair city invariably seek lodgings at the Roost, keen to sample our famous hospitality. The adventures you see are migratory birds in need of a place to rest their weary wings. Whether you desire a quiet moment for reflection or to forget your burdens in a soft bed, I'm confident our rooms will meet with your approval. Adventurers are by their nature a restless breed, loath to see so much as a single moment go to waste, but know that repose is essential to one's continued well-being. We hope you have a pleasant stay. You have not received approval to hire retainers. Call forth any retainers you have in your employ. Retainers to help them proceed so can be hired by players to retain items such as gil, and as well as place goods up for sale in the market. Once you have been given the approval to hire retainers, speak with Verderweb and Ramsalamesa, Parnell, Gradania, Chabi, and Oda, Prunilla, and Ishgard, Kazaki, and Kugana. You're not authorized to summon the aesthetician. The orchestra can be used to change the music in your estate or in the room, but only if you have first obtained song rolls. Rolls can be obtained through a variety of means, including synthesis, purchase in shops, and discovering treasure coffers. After obtaining a roll, use it to add the track to your orchestron list. Accessing an orchestron will open the settings interface. From here you can listen to any tracks you have registered, as well as select that track to play in your estate or apartment. Shared estate background music can only be changed if you have been granted the proper authorization. A feature unique to orchestrons in estates and apartments is the ability to register tracks to a playlist. Up to 8 songs can be registered to playlists, which can then be played in order, shuffled, or a single track can be selected to play on repeat. Playback options for the playlist can be accessed via sub-commands or the buttons found at the bottom of the playlist interface. Tracks not listed in the playlist can also be set as an estate background music by using the select track option at the bottom of the interface. Nice. You have not yet unlocked minigames. The armoire. Situated near in-room estate and squadron barracks, the armoire can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of obtainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. You can determine whether or not an item can be stored in an armoire by viewing its item help window. Please note that only items with condition at 100% or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will reset a spirit bond and condition, as well as remove customized elements such as dyes and crests. You have not yet unlocked the glamour dresser. It looks like we've explored everything in here. Let's go to the next building. My Archer's Guild quest. Oh, fuck. Went the wrong way. Well, well, you made short work of those targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have in mind to give you much more practical experience, and we received a request just recently, which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and wolves have been congregating and have increased numbers in the vicinity of the honeyrock, causing no end of trouble for the locals. They have been tasked with culling the beast. The request comes directly from Stillglade Plain. When the wood whalers and the gods' Corvid cannot spare the force to tend to such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there's a good reason why they would rather not see this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. But that is quite enough about conjurers and troublers. Lucien taught you how to discern enemies' key traits, did she not? Well, no. You learned something to do. You'll need to do so while maintaining a situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of your lessons and mine alone. For orders are as follows: head out to the East Shroud and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures, using all your skills as launcher. Good hunting, Severin. Sorry. I almost fell asleep. Greetings, adventurer. My name is Tierney, and I'm in charge of assigning local lead quests here at Bent Branch Meadows. Contract convinced you to seek me out, Diddy. Then I shall assume you have a basic understanding of what accepting the guild lead might entail. But first things first, you must be certain that your skills are a match for your enthusiasm. The Adventurers Guild will not approve of me sending a fledgling hero to his death or dishonor for want of your respective capabilities. Take a moment to peruse the task outlined in this guild. Do you believe you're yourself up to a challenge? Too close to home. Speaking with the local distributor of guild leaders known as Lead Meet will bring up a list of available lead quests. Highlight quests and display objectives and select accept to add the quest to your journal. Leave allowances you're required to accept lead greaves will be granted every 3 leave allowances every 12 hours up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 16 lead quests at once. Description: a pack of anoles have been spotted near Bent Branch Meadows, far from the usual hunting grounds on Naked Rock. The local chocobo keeps are worried that it is only a matter of time before the hungry skeleton stray too close to the stables and endanger their birds. To prevent the worst, the word whalers are seeking volunteers to find and cull the creatures. I am glad to hear it. Pray be aware, however, that Noles won't cease to flee their broodmates when they sense they are overmatched. You would be wise to prevent such a reunion, lest the battle be drawn out and past your limits of endurance. Open your journal and duty in the main button and begin the selectively quest by pressing the initiate button. When an Anole feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. It reaches a certain distance, and another Anole will appear. The lead quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the twin creature before it's joined by more of its kind. To initiate a lead quest, first open your journal via the lead section of the main menu. Next, select the lead quest to bring up a detailed description of its objectives and its rewards. Select the map button will show you the approximate location of the lead quest objectives. You can initiate lead quests at any time while in the corresponding area. It is recommended that you wait until you are close to the objectives before doing so. This will increase your chance of becoming eligible for completion bonuses. Once you have arrived, open the journal and select the lead quest and press the initiate button to begin your duty. You must be the venturer Neon sent the word about. I'm Keith, the head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you, good things lest you worry. When the elder seeds here begged us welcome adventurers, 'tis fair to say we've had our doubts. The hard-working folk like yourself said about proving us wrong. That is, considering me a convert. Any road, you've a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I have a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? You shall not trespass. Keith, the head wrangler at Bent Branch Meadows, appears more distraught. See if there's anything you can do. Seven Hills. Some bastard keeper has come and broken one of me chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when the guards startled it. Found the damn thing to close the drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when three or more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about this Keycurn. Would you mind heading over to the matron's lead and having a word with a soldier named Rosalind for me? The rat man nests in her neck of the woods, too. She'll know what to do. You're here on Keitha's behalf. I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say. There are four of the creatures. Keithan are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to the list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must need to be swift and decisive. Who better than you to deliver, adventurer? Find the layers to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Keithan scramblers. If you send no clear message. I definitely am gonna get some sleep here shortly. I'm so fucking tired. The deed is done good, a grim task but a necessary one. We've shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now to keep them think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivity. Don't look down. Osher Jab, a wood whaler at the matron's lead, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the nearby heavens pillar. Oh, there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy quick skip along the route of the heavens pillar here. I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than the mushroom. So why the commotion? I will tell you why. You'll allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within the moon they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the woods clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there. Though the dynamites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult or to felling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his most dreaded chores. Look, but won't touch. Rosalie needs an adventurer to destroy dynamite eggs. Your willingness to assist the residents of the Trollswood is commendable. If you have a moment, mayhap you can assist me with the delicate matter. My duties as a wood whaler include inspecting the matron's leaf for signs of damage or decay. It's never been a difficult task until the other day, when I discovered several clutches of dynamite eggs. I have no problem slaying the beast when full grown, but the mere sight of their eggs sickens me. Spare me this disgusting task and destroy the eggs. Oh, you've cleared the route of the blue trumpets? Wonderful. To be honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the central shroud, since a calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this triangle of the heavens pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. In the grim darkness of the forest, Theodore is looking for an adventure to deliver a message. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its injured operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers, which reminds me, mayhap it was in my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow out not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosaline down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshaling the courage to walk the route for my ship. Let's complete this first step. With that, I could always rely on the kind soul to handle such tasks. My training prepared me to face beasts in combat, but not once have I shook that duty, but to lay hands upon those sticky, slimy eggs just. Well, clearly I have no problem doing so. Thank you for your help, adventurer. The shadowy fellow. Now they make that marriage or something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north, so I suspect it's something more than a cheap thief on the run. If you must let your curiosity by all means to investigate. Should you actually find something to know, I would like very much to see it. Have you found something? A tattered leather statue found lying near a gutted campfire. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventure traveler. And inside we have a chuckable grooming brush and a rosewing oil. But wait, why do you have a traveler make up camp kit here? It would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bedbratch Meadows. Bugger me, I think that this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax on our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find the shadow. The threat level elevated. Rosaline would like you to warn the other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about a mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades at the Shroud. Once, once each sentry has committed a detailed to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmer at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Brush Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar gets the letter. He stands watch within the stable, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elgar might have to personally put an end to it. Alright, I'll go do this. It'll take me back to the, in the initial request, you'll be given the opportunity to adjust the difficulty. The greater the difficulty set on a higher level, target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects completion reward. The quest difficulty will be loaded at any time during the course of the duty by selecting the quest name in the duty list and select the ability. Please note that this quest cannot be raised once the duty has been initiated. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, your first foray into war of the request appears to have been a success. And here's the reward for your efforts. Also been rewarded based on difficulty. Your bonus has been rewarded based on speed of completion. Nice. Now there's no trials behind the side, no further qualms about something meadows. Your lead quest is plenty for a hard-working adventure such as yourself. And you deal with fame and fortune to be one in their doing. Simply the head. Ready to join the guild house. Should you be interested in a challenge quite unlike your average lead quest, you might consider joining a guild house. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Battle Warden Ribald outside beyond the tent. I will inform them of your success against the Anoles so that there are no doubts as to your ability. I was told a stalwart adventure would be along shortly. I take that as you, then permit me to tell you all about our current operations. Wait, might this be your first time participating in a guild test? I remember my first test. It was the night of my 20th name day. My fellow guildmates invited me to join them in the slaying of the family pests who were stealing chocolate eggs from Burnt Branch Meadows. The moment we arrived, one of the terrible beasts immediately turned to me in charge. The thing was thrice my size and already made several chocobo keeps. There was no way I could win, so I simply froze and waited for the end. But then, that's when I remembered I was not alone. My friends rallied around me, and together we defeated the PS. That was, my friend, is what a guild heist is really about. What say, your friend? Care to experience a heist for yourself? You have unlocked the Duty Finder. This feature allows you to undertake multiplayer duties without having to form a party of your own. To bring up the Duty Finder interface, select Duty Finder under Duty from the main menu. It is a special operation organized by adventure guilds and overseen by NPCs known as battle wardens. Speaking with the battle warden is the small guild house currently available. Please note, however, that each operation has conditions such as level or class that must be met by all party members before the duty can be commenced. At first, you may find that only a limited number of guild houses are accessible, so don't worry. As you progress in level, that number will grow. Guild houses can also be accessed via the duty finder, removing the hassle of having to try to gather a party. Okay, folks, that is the conclusion of my Final Fantasy XIV Chapter 3 live stream today. And thank you for joining me today, and have a good one, and peace out.